weeks we've been talking about the Platt Amendment. What are you people? On dope?
But wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here. Oh, Mr. Han?
Why are you continuously late for this class, Mr. Spicoli?
I don't know.
Now, I know these tired old eyes ain't seeing two able-bodied young men just lollygagging.
Can you, shut up?
Say what?
Hey there guys, welcome to the channel. This is Yogi Bear talking to you with the pig and a basket. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I keep doing that in the beginning. Comment down below if you really fucking get tired of my impressions, because I think they're alright. They're alright. They could be better. Could be worse. I do a few. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Amethyst Pudding here with a new video. And this one deals with a lot of things. A lot of things dealing with technology. So let's kick it back. Let's kick it back old school, if you will. Early 2000s, probably. I don't even know. Back when Windows XP was a thing. I don't even remember what time period this would be. Back when webcams were primitive, when you had just a very few options for a webcam, and they were just the dingiest, crappiest quality. We're talking dial-up internet. This is still pretty primitive crap. So anyway, this is only important because when I first started not even first started smoking, this early on in my smoking weed career, I was innovative in a way. I was going on websites, looking at things, and I don't know, just generally interested about weed, and I found this thing called Bong TV Live, which now is called live weed stream or something. If you look it up under Bong TV Live, the new one will pop up. It just is you have to look for it. But this website is basically early, I don't even know what you call it. Is it Omegle or Emogul or whatever? When you match up two people randomly who are webcamming, you could be sitting there webcamming and all of a sudden, another person webcamming is going to pop up and then you guys talk or whatever. And if you don't like each other, you can swap out or whatever. And it was big. This website, not the one I'm talking about, this Omegle website, it was a big problem for people just jerking off on the other camera. You'd be going through the cameras, it's jerking off. So it's see, this is different. This is I don't remember how many screens it was. I think it was 12 to 16 screens all at once on this computer screen. It was 12 to 16, small webcam screens on a big screen, and it was people from all over the world just smoking weed and chilling out. It was people from Japan, Thailand, Russia, America, obviously, fucking Mexico, France. There were so many different people and from different cultures in there, and it was crazy. They would be doing different things. Some people would be doing funny things. Some people would just be watching TVs, listening to music. I found this artist called Pink Martini out from this girl who was always on there smoking, and she always listened to interesting music, and someone asked what you're listening to, and it was Pink Martini, and they're really good. But anyway, I'm surprised that this freaking primitive ass webcam and primitive ass internet thing was able to stream me from my house. Now, mind you, I was living at my grandma's house at this time, so I am, while she's at work, and while times are, I'd get home from school and there'd be a lag period of an hour sometimes, and then on the weekends as well, there'd be periods where I could smoke weed indoors like an idiot. And then, Grandma, if you're watching, I love you. I'm so sorry. This video goes out to all the grandmas out there. Actually, let me just say that this video goes out to all the grandmas out there. But I would smoke weed and I'd set this webcam up and I would join with everyone else, and I'd do this quite frequently, and it was a pretty fun experience. I actually had other friends from other videos, Taylor from another video was in quite a few. He was in quite a few of these little experiences, and so was Huey from just the last video or video before last. I can't remember. He was over in a few of these, and then also a friend I'm going to call Rango, like that Johnny Depp Lizard movie that's Hunter S. Thompson based. Yeah, we did this quite frequently as well, and we had a great time. We met people from, like I said, other cultures and stuff, and we'd get fucking just blitzkrieged out of our goddamn skulls. And the other good thing is you would learn some interesting things. Like we would roll joints and blunts, and we found this video. Now this is when I lived with my grandma that we had found this video, but we didn't actually try to make this contraption until like I had moved back in with my parents. And it was a bong that you drilled a hole into a palm bottle that you would. Or yeah, I just said a bong you drill a hole into. I'm stupid. Palm and bong sound similar. So it was a pomegranate juice, which is like a really cool shaped bottle. It's like a globe that's connected to like another globe. It's really awesome. So you would drill a hole into it and put like a slide in there, and then you would have yourself a little makeshift bong. And it was like, the guy would be like, bong bong, we're going to make a bong bong. And then after me and my friend actually made it, we were like, look, we got a bong bong. And he sounded kind of like the guy from Cypress Hill, like, had that real nasally voice, like bong bong, But he made it. Or we made it eventually, and what we'd do with that is we would smoke blunts and joints on camera. It'd be a lot easier than doing bowls. Every time it was something to do with like being around like people or digital people in this instance, it just something rolled's always easier, and it's easier to hide. But we would either get close to finishing them off, or we'd stick the whole thing in this palm bong, and we'd be smoking like out of the bong, but with the joint or blunt inside of the slide, and we'd just be chiefing the blunt, but while it was in the bong, so we were just fucking going to town on it, just getting that chain, and you could see all the smoke fill up in it because it's a clear bottle, And we would do that, and we would do all kinds of crazy shit on there. We'd each have our own blunt we'd be smoking on there, and it was just a great time. And then the only thing is I know my grandma had to know, because we didn't really do much in the way of covering the smell. Even like I'd spray a little bit of body spray, but there's no way she would have to have known. But I think since my friends were over, she was kind of nice about it then. But I know she knew. Then again, she's probably smoked before too, the dangerous devil's lettuce. But it was a good time. I mean, it was one of those things where like nowadays it still exists, like I said. So nowadays it's probably a little easier. I went on the website. The chat bar looked primitive. Like things kind of looked primitive still. Maybe they kind of, like the nostalgia of it all, but like, I wouldn't do it now necessarily, because I mean, then I was just looking for like, I don't know, I thought I was young, and I don't know, I wasn't that young, but I was younger. I don't know, I thought it was cool to like watch videos of people smoking when I smoked, like, oh yeah, they're smoking, I'm smoking, ain't I cool? And I actually had a friend who would come over. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I guess there was one other person who did this with me, and I forgot to mention him, and that's where the last part of the story actually connects to. We'll just call him Murphy. And he would come over. It would be when my grandma was at work, and it'd be days where it'd be days when the full days were off. It'd be usually the weekends. He'd come over, and it would be like around 11 a.m. I still remember, 10 or 11. I can't actually remember exactly the time. It was either 10 or 11, because the Maury show, the Jerry Springer show, and the Steve Wilkos show would come on like back to back to back, and we would just do hitters and fucking bowls and just chill out. I say hitters, the hitters, I know it's pussy shit, but I was poor, and like it was good weed, so it wasn't like it was fucking like we're doing hitters of Reggie or something, you know what I mean? Like it's like, we're doing multiple of them, we always say we're going Rocky 3 or Rocky 4, because I don't know, we're a bit, Rocky fans, and there's 5 of them now, maybe 6, I can't remember now. I just know that it would be like we're going Rocky 3, and we get like a third one going, and we get a bowl loaded, and we'd be fucking watching Jerry Springer, like Jerry. Oh, that shit was fire. It was a banger, man. It was good shit. And then we watched Steve Wilkos, who started on Jerry Springer's show, and he's like, so get off my damn stage. He'd like fucking like make the person get up, and he'd like take their chairs, like, you're not sitting on my stage, Like, he acted so badass, but it's because all the shows are so fucking scripted and shit, but it was funny nonetheless. Fucking like trashy comedy, low bar, just sit and get stoned as hell. I couldn't get stoned on the same level of weed I did back then, but I wish I could, because now shit, I gotta dab out like fucking crazy. But man, this story, this brings me back, man. It's some nostalgic shit. Like, and I didn't, the webcam was like a Logitech webcam too. So it was like, when we were doing these shits, it was like fucking, like, we were still, you could see yourself, so you knew if you were lagging or not or anything, and we were coming in crystal clear and like better than some other people's webcams. I do remember one day it was with either Murphy or Rango. I was in there and we were doing it, and this one guy was like doing big ass bong rips, and then like he would show his ass, literally, like, when you like blow out the smoke, and then by the time the smoke would clear, his butt cheeks would be in the webcam. It was actually pretty fucking funny, because like he blew smoke at the webcam, so you couldn't see anything, and then like the smoke would dissipate slowly, and by the time it dissipated enough, you'd see just butt cheeks. That shit was funny. He did it like 3-4 times to catch like people in circulation and shit. There was like thousands of people on this website at a time, if not themselves being on the webcam, but just watching everybody on the webcam, because it filtered you out like every like 15-20 minutes. You got cycled through, and you'd have to wait, for your time period to get on there and stuff. But it was a good time, very nostalgic. And like I said, this video goes out to all the grandmas out there. Shouts out to you. You guys rock ass. But this one's a little shorter, but I just had to make it. I just remember this story so well. But anyway, y'all guys, you have a fucking great one. Hope you guys are getting stoned out there. If it's 420, hell yeah. If it's not, still, hell yeah, just go ahead and do it. Tell them Amethyst Pudding sent you. Anyway, you guys have a great one, and stay tuned to the channel, because there's going to be plenty more where this came from. Peace.
That's some heavy shit, man. Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos.
Shitty.